849-5156.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Enabling local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The War on 74 takes center stage tonight on the Skordle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance as the Garber Wolverines make the 9-mile drive south. They take on their arch rival, the Covington Douglas Wildcats. Good evening. I'm Tom Nelson. Adam Dieselhorst on the broadcast tonight. And this is not a district game, but bragging rights and momentum are on the line as the number 1 team in Class B1, Garber, takes on the number 4 ranked team in B2. That is Covington Douglas. Coy Hughes Wolverines are 4-0 on the season, looking for some competition after blowing out their opponents by an average score of 55-6. Their starters have only played 6 quarters so far. For Brian Smith and his Wildcats, they had last week off and should be fresh after 3 easy victories to start the season. And we've got a good matchup of senior quarterbacks who have plenty of experience in Brett Howery and Ford Smith. Garber has an electric ball carrier in Carson Bishop, who is averaging over 21 yards a carry and has accumulated over 3,500 yards rushing and 56 touchdowns in his career. Adam Dieselhorst joins me for this one. And Adam, in this century, since 2000, Garber leads a close series 12-10, but it's been all Covington Douglas recently. They've won 5 of the last 6, and I love a good rivalry game, and I think we've got one tonight.
Yeah, you can't pick a better game for a game of the week. These two teams obviously separated by less than 10 miles. Big-time rivalry. We've actually got to see these two teams grow up. Called a lot of their games over the years. A lot of the better, the top key players tonight were, freshmen and sophomores when we first started calling this game a bunch. So that's an exciting part that I like to see is the progression. Obviously, Covington made a great run in the playoffs last year, and Garber hasn't been as successful in the playoffs as they'd probably like to be, but I think that they're looking for that this year.
These are 2 teams with the split up in Class B. They both could be taking home gold balls in December. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a good one. Garber on the road at Covington Douglas. It's the Skordle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance. We're back after this.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Are you looking for a
High school football on a Friday night, Covington Douglas versus Garber, and just like that, we are underway as Carson Bishop's kick goes pirouetting through the end zone. First down and 10, and we tell you what, the Covington Chamber of Commerce did a great job with the weather tonight. 81 degrees, beautiful. Got the cornfield out behind the visiting stands, and you've got the wind turbines out behind that. It is definitely a football Friday night in the great state of Oklahoma. So Covington Douglas will take over first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And their quarterback is Ford Smith, a senior, 37 of 47 passing for 635 yards, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions, almost 80% on his completion percentage so far. And something I'll throw out there right now, hoping it's not a jinx, is that Covington Douglas has not committed a turnover this season.
Love the freeze call, first play of the game. Great gamesmanship by Coach Smith.
Yeah, pick up 5 right there, and it'll be first down and 5 at the 25-yard line. Cash Pearson, their leading rusher. Take it back. It's actually Grayson Marr, their leading rusher, but Cash Pearson gets the start, and it's a carry around the near side by the quarterback, Ford Smith. He'll bounce it outside, and a flag flies. A couple of them in that area we're holding, most likely called, which will probably set the Wildcats right back. Covington Douglas 3-0 on the season. Brian Smith, his 23rd year at the helm, 154 wins and 97 losses. Garber Wolverines are 4-0. Coy Hughes in his 6th season at Garber, 36 wins and 23 losses. So they go forward 5, now back 10, and it will be first down and 15, our third first down play in a row.
Good job by Jackson Weidling there, getting upfield, actually caused the hold.
So let's try it again. 2 wide to the right side, 1 to the near. Man in motion is Pearson. There's a little quarterback draw, and Ford Smith is tackled after a short gain as he was taken down by Seth Smith. He'll pick up 3 to bring up second down at about 12.
Good discipline there by the Garber linebacker. That time they ran all quarterback draw there. They had it blocked good.
Yeah, Ford Smith, that's his 19th carry on the season, 220 yards rushing coming in and a couple of touchdowns. So second down and 12 now, just underway, 30 seconds into our ball game. 2 top 5 ranked teams in their respective classes. 3 stacked to the near side. And Ford Smith in the shotgun on second and 12. Smith near side, tries to find some running room, and boy, no blocker stayed over there. He was tackled by a host of Wolverines led by Carson Bishop. They'll actually give him a gain of a yard to bring up third down and a long 11. Ball resting at the 18-yard line. Garber trying to get the 3 and out and get their defense off the field and let their offense go to work. That ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, and there it is, 3 and out. And Ford Smith will step back and most likely punt this one away on 4th down or 11. A good defensive stand to open this ball game for the Wolverines.
Carson Bishop that time getting his big paw up in the air and tipping that one. Good start for the Wolverines on defense.
So Ford Smith will stand inside his 10-yard line at the 9, and back deep for Garber is Mark Bishop, senior, and he'll stand at his 44, or the Covington Douglas 44-yard line, which means that Garber should get good field position. Low line drive punt, not returnable, which is a bonus. You don't want Mark Bishop getting his hands on that one, and Garber will take over 1st down and 10 right at the 45-yard line.
Probably not a bad idea. Probably kick the ball away from Bishop's probably a better plan. Keep it low. You know, you kind of had to kick it into the teeth of the wind there. So a good start by Garber's defense. Let's see if Covington can answer defensively on their side.
Yeah, the drive will start at the 45-yard line on the short side of the field for Garber. Their quarterback is Brett Howery. He's been starting since game 1 of his freshman year. Has had some injury issues over the years, but 22 of 36 passing for 360 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no picks so far this season. And on 1st down, right up the middle goes Carson Bishop, and he's put together a good career as well, as that is his 33rd carry of the season. He'll go over 680 yards rushing on a 4-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 6. Say Bishop averages 21.2 yards per carry. And from the shotgun, Howery with Carson Bishop to his right and a wide out to the left side. Double tights and Bishop right up the middle, and he's upended. Good defense. That hole filled up in the middle in a hurry. Blake Hamlet, the defensive line. That's a big stop. He'll give him a yard to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. And Garber most likely in 4-down territory right here, 3rd down and 5. If they can't make this, they'll probably go for it.
One thing you have to watch when you have teams that have dominated their opponents early in the year is see how they handle,
adversity,
teams stopping you and being able to handle you.
Wide out to the left, wide out to the right. One back set by the quarterback, Howery. And the high snap picked up by little play action, slant, ball's caught inside the 30-yard line to the 29. And that catch was made by Domingo Ramirez for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30-yard line, a gain of 10.
Nice little RPO, little fake inside handoff, and he hits his man on a slant on the outside. Good throw and catch.
For Ramirez, first catch of the night. And it's 1st down and 10. Ball resting at the Covington Douglas 30-yard line, 8:46 to play in the 1st quarter. Covington Douglas went 3 and out on their first possession. Garber took over on the Covington Douglas 45-yard line. They just picked up a 1st down.
Big hole.
Big hole for Bishop. Inside the 20-yard line down to the 18 as he upended the defender and was tripped up and fell at the 18-yard line, but another gain of 1st down yardage, a gain of 12.
And it was Camden Thayer that made the kind of shoestring tackle there. But, man, that was a big hole. Bishop is a big kid, man.
Yeah, Carson Bishop. That's one thing that Coy Hughes was talking about and Mark Timberlake this week about what a big bruising kid he is, and he's been playing since his freshman year as well. 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line.
And I think he dealt with some injuries too. I know that the Ramirez kid, Domingo, also had some injuries when we called their game last year.
Bishop again up the middle to the 10. Tried to step out of the tackle, but he's pulled down from behind by Camden Thayer. Down to the 8-yard line, a gain of 10. And it will be 1st and goal now inside the 10-yard line. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Skordle crew tonight. Kelton Benningfield on camera and Tyler Kerr, our producer-engineer.
2 kids familiar with 8-man football.
Exactly right.
They'll know how to produce and run the camera.
From Medford and Pond Creek Hunter High School. 1st down and goal.
See, they're rivals that can get along.
That's right. Exactly. Oh, the snap came out of there, and Howery wasn't expecting it. He picked it up and took a knee. So a loss back out past the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 12, a loss of 4. So now 2nd down and goal from the 12-yard line, and Covington Douglas defensively has Garber off schedule a little bit.
Yeah, it changes your playbook for sure, obviously. Big mistake there by Garber, but, in these games like this, those kind of mistakes can go a long ways.
Wideouts left and right. Back to throw this time. Howery looking left. Back to the back left corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Overshot his intended receiver, Mark Bishop. Good coverage over there in the corner as well by Miguel Tarango, cornerback. So now it's 3rd down and goal. Back at the 12-yard line. Those offensive starters for Garber, the quarterback, Brett Howery, Carson Bishop, 5'11", 200 pounds. Mark Bishop, a wide receiver with Domingo Ramirez, tied into Seth Smith. Then that offensive line is Cooper Hughes, Jackson Weibling, and Jason Smith. 3rd down and goal for the Wolverines. Big play for Covington Douglas defensively.
Nice
Bishop
play.
right side, bounces into the 5 and into the end zone, touchdown. Boy, Carson Bishop that time he wasn't going down. He wasn't taking no for an answer right there as he takes it in from 12 yards out off of right guard.
Well, big shout out to that line there. Great job. Big time blocking up front. Little counter play. It's tough to find your man when you're running counter, but they had a hat on a hat.
For Carson Bishop, it's his 12th rushing touchdown of the season and his 57th rushing touchdown of his career. That's a lot of trips to the end zone. They'll go for 2. Touchdown comes at the 6:48 mark of the first quarter.
Got him in the flats.
Pass incomplete, intended for Mark Bishop. And with 6:48 to play in the first quarter, Garber scores first. They lead Covington Douglas 6-0. You're watching the game of the week on Skordle.
Local reliable propane provider, Earnhardt Oil and Propane, has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Garber scores on a 12-yard run by Carson Bishop, caps a 7-play, 45-yard drive in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. 2-point conversion pass incomplete, so 6-0 with 6:48 to play in the first quarter here in Covington tonight. And I've got to be honest with you, I have never been happier to be back in the press box after the month I've had than getting back up here tonight for the first time since 0 week. Return on the kick across the 20-yard line. Some running room out to the 30-yard line. And good starting field position for Covington Douglas. Justice Halcomb on the return. First down and 10 from right at the 30-yard line. So now Covington Douglas down by 6. They don't want to get too far behind the stagger. They got to put something together.
How's Colt Deeds on the tackle there? Took a big hit initially.
So Ford Smith carried the ball twice and had an incomplete pass on that first series. And he's lined up on the right hash. Little counter give this time, and a little bit of running room for Cash Pearson. That's his 15th carry of the season, up 78 yards rushing on the year after a gain of 3. Take the ball out to the 33-yard line. Yeah, Brian Smith right now would like to put together a long time-consuming drive, keep that explosive Garber offense on the sideline. Smith from the gun, quick pass right side, ball caught. Trying to find some running room. That's Justice Halcomb, who gets out across the 35-yard line. The mark him at the 38, a gain of 5.
Well, one thing you're seeing here early is Garber is getting all sorts of penetration into the backfield. It's making it super difficult. And if Garber can make Covington one-dimensional, make them have to throw the ball, it's going to be tough for them tonight. They've got to be able to run the ball.
That is Halcombe's 8th catch of the season, up over 120 yards in receiving for the youngster. Try to find some running room, nothing doing. You're exactly right, as Miguel Tarango, nothing doing. Stopped by Trevin Blazer. He's had a good year so far this year. So no gain on the play, and they will go for it here. Although Ford Smith is their punter, so he could step back and kick it if he wants to. But 4th down and 3. Now look to the near sideline and to the wristband. Under 5 to play in the first quarter. Smith rolling right. Oh, he's being chased. He is in trouble. Puts it up for grabs. Ball is deflected away, incomplete, and a late flag.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And this could work out well for Covington Douglas.
Well, I think he had a hold of the back of his jersey, and so that's just silly, honestly.
Our crew tonight, referee is Jim Unruh, the Jim Bell and Donald John, Daryl Centers, Tony Heller, and Nick Kush out there. They, of course, done a lot of high school football in this part of the state. With defensive holding, which will be a first down. And that is a break for Covington Douglas because that play was blown up and Ford Smith was running for his life. So the penalty will move it out across the 45-yard line to the 48, 10-yard penalty. And a first down, a new set of downs for the Wildcats. 6-0 Garber. 4:41 to play first quarter. Tom Nelson and Adam Dieselhorst with you on the Skordle High School Football Game of the Week from a packed house here at Fabian Field in Covington. Oh, there's 5 yards the easy way as jumping across way early was Cooper Hughes. So that'll put the ball in Garber territory at the 47.
Covington has done a good job of being disciplined offensively, and Garber got to be smarter. Got to watch the ball, right?
Yeah, they do. So first down and 5 now. This Covington team had last week off. They had a bye week after beating Ringwood 58-0 2 weeks ago. So got to feel good. And Ford Smith tries to bounce it right, and he's tackled way behind the line of scrimmage by Carson Bishop.
There's just nothing there. Not only is there nothing there, but there is a handful of Wolverines.
Let's see what kind of forward progress they'll give him. They'll give him, quote, forward progress to the 47, which means it's a loss of 5. And now it's 2nd down and 11.
Well, Tom, one of the things we always talk about with 8-man is, you got to be able to defend. And that's one thing you want to be able to see if you can be a state title contender. And so far early on in this game, Garber defensively looks really good.
Smith is chased. Can he get to the edge? That ball was tipped up in the air, almost a pick as Trevin Blazer got a hand on it, deflected it up into the air, but a teammate couldn't reel it in, so it's incomplete.
Lots of pressure. Lots of pressure.
I came into this game wanting to see if Garber was legit because I've heard so many good things about him, and I can look at their roster, and they got big kids. They've got athletic kids. Early on, they look very legit. 3rd down and 11. Screen pass.
Good play call.
That's something that can work in a situation like this. You're right. Recovery on the tackle. And that's Trevin Blazer. And they'll gain a little bit of it back, but it'll still be 4th down and long. The ball resting at the 49-yard line, a gain of 4.
Just in fantastic discipline there by Blazer. I mean, he does everything right. And great play call by Coach Smith. I mean, they had it. Just that if Blazer doesn't make the tackle, he's got one guy to beat, and he's got 2 blockers out in front of him.
So they'll go for it on 4th down again, 4th and 7 this time.
Got him.
Right side, ball is, it's a one-handed catch. They're going to give it to him. They will. What a reel in by Camden Thayer, and he got a foot down.
Big time catch by Thayer. Man.
Down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 15. For Camden Thayer, it's his 14th catch of the season, and he won't have a better looking one than that.
Just reached up and pulled that thing out of the air.
And to save the drive, it keeps the drive alive. That was 4th down and 7. 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line now. Smith has a man open. Oh, that was dropped. Justice Halcomb had it in his hands, hit him right in the big 6. And he had some running room as well.
Covington's starting to find some things in the passing game, taking advantage of Garber's aggressiveness. I mean, they're bringing a bunch of people up front, but you got to play those pressure beaters, and that's what Coach Smith's kind of figured out here with the screen game and these quick outs.
Ford Smith is 3 for 6 passing for 24 yards. 2nd down and 10 from the Garber 34. The Wildcats trailing 6-0. That's a backward pass and running room down the near sideline to the 15-yard line, down to the 13-yard line by Miguel Tarango.
It's just a great job, good adjustments. Now they're starting to counteract Garber's. Garber's going to have to sit and squat. They can't get too far in the backfield. I mean, they got 4 or 5 guys back there every time. Great play calling.
I'm calling that a run for Tarango because it was a backward pass, so it was back a couple of yards, which means if he would have dropped it, it would have been a fumble. So 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Ball caught right side, but nothing there. Boy, is Mark Bishop closed in a hurry. And Miguel Tarango loses a couple on that one.
When you get down here to this end of the field and you're having to rely so much on your passing game, it does. When the field gets shortened, it makes it tougher. Shrink the field down.
Actually, a loss of 3. So it is 2nd down and 13. Smith this time will hand off. Tarango tried to take it back. That is Grayson Morrow. He's actually the leading rusher on this team. That's his 23rd carry on the season. 220 yards rushing.
That was Domingo Ramirez there on the little shoestring tackle. Man, Domingo has been on about every play tonight so far.
So now 3rd down and 11. You got to figure it's 2-down territory because so far Covington Douglas is 2 for 2 on 4th downs on this drive. Final minute 37 of the first quarter. Been a fast-moving first quarter. Empty the backfield. Ford Smith, flag flies.
It's either legal procedure or offsides, or I think it's going to be in the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's going against Garber, yep. Guys up here in the press box been asking for that one.
They got it. Well, and that's a big penalty, big difference between 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 7, especially when you know you're going to have 2 plays to get it.
So the ball resting just outside the 10-yard line. 3rd down and 7, as Adam said. Sun going down on a picture-perfect football Friday night in northern Oklahoma. 81 degrees at kickoff. Light breeze. Fantastic. Little draw play by Ford Smith. He bounces it right, finds running room, dives into the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown, Covington Douglas. That is the drive the Wildcats needed right there. He'll score from 11 yards out. And for Ford Smith, it's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Little confidence builder for Covington Douglas. The touchdown comes with 1:02 to play in the first quarter.
Well, great answer. Had to convert a couple of 4th downs, had to have a one-handed catch.
Yeah.
But great answer there by Covington.
They got to get this play off. They will. Smith started right, rolled left, and raced to the end zone, which he'll win. 8-6 Covington Douglas. We'll take a break and be right back. 1:02 to play in the first quarter, and you're watching it on Skordle.tv.
Stream like the pros with Skordle Live. Find out more at skordle.com/stream.
Looking to jumpstart your...
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Skordle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Skordle Game of the Week.
Now Covington Douglas with the answer, capping a 14-play, 70-yard drive. It took 5 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock, and the quarterback, Ford Smith, scores from 11 yards out. He got the two-point conversion run as well. And with 1:02 to play in the first quarter, Covington Douglas leads Garber 8-6. And the blue and white-clad Wildcats will kick it away to the white and maroon-clad Wolverines. This could be returnable. Nope, to the knee, and no return back at the 35, 25-yard line.
So, Tom, we have a segment we call the Gear Up segment.
Okay.
And that is for our great sponsor there in Enid, Downtown Threads, who can provide you with all your screen printing and embroidery needs. And the Gear Up segment is, let's talk uniforms. So we typically do that. I'm a big fan of the Wolverine helmet. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of it, but I think both teams got a good classic look. I know you like it, easy to read the numbers.
Yes, I am I've always been a huge Covington Douglas uniform look, because I like the blue and the white. It's very stark with the white helmets. It's kind of Penn State-like. And on first down, Carson Bishop looks for running room, and he'll step out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. And then a late flag. Might have been some kind of late hit, because I think they're going to tack 15 yards onto this. I like Garber's road uniforms because those maroon numbers do stand out on that white uniform. And the silver helmets are pretty sharp as well. So, yes, I'm liking both sets of uniforms because I've got bad eyes and I can read them tonight. We'll mark this off from the 30-yard line.
Well, Mark and I had a gray uniform matchup the other night, which I know you are out on gray uniforms, but it was gray with green. So it actually looked good.
So the green was easy to see?
The green showed out really well,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
It was Seminole and Hera last week.
Was that at Hera or that was at Seminole?
That's Seminole, yeah. That might have been the oldest football stadium I've ever called a game in.
Because I did a playoff game last year at Hera. They got a nice facility down there.
Their facility is great, yeah.
First down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Bishop again spinning and just keeps on trucking across midfield down to the 48-yard line. So he'll pick up a good 7 yards on first down.
That was Ryland Fisher who ended up getting him down after he bowled through about every defender.
So we'll give him 7 as they mark him at the 47-yard line. And Carson Bishop, while not averaging 21 yards a carry, of course, the competition a bit stiffer tonight, is beginning to put together a pretty good night. I'll add him up for you here in just a second. 2nd down and 3. Towery wants to hand it off again, and this time he's going nowhere. Let's see here. Ryland Fisher and also Wyatt Farthing teaming up on that stop. No gain, maybe a loss. Let's give him a loss of 1. And it will be 3rd down and 4. 50 yards rushing on 8 carries and a touchdown for Carson Bishop. And that is the end of the first quarter. A good one in front of a packed house here in Covington. The Wildcats lead the Wolverines 8-6, and you're watching it on the Skordle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout.
A pretty darn even football game. It's 8-6 Covington Douglas, and both teams have exactly 56 total yards in that first quarter. Now, third down and about 4 for Garber in Covington Douglas territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Howry hands off to Bishop again. Bishop busts through the opening line and gets down inside the 45-yard line, down to the 43. Move the chains, first down. Gain on the play of about 10.
We might get a rumbling, stumbling out of you tonight, Tom, the way he's running the ball.
There you go.
Gosh.
Yeah, Bishop that's his 9th carry now, 60 yards rushing. On the jet sweep, that's the other Bishop, Mark Bishop, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Grayson Marler, also Rylan Fisher in there. A loss in the play of 2 back to the 45-yard line brings up second down and long.
Well, and that was scouted well. You could tell they were prepared for that. I could hear the coaches hollering from here.
Ball resting just outside the 45-yard line. Second down and 12. Pistol formation this time with 2 wide stacked to the near side. And Carson Bishop behind the quarterback, Howry. Howry wants to throw straight back, has plenty of time. Dumps it out right side. Ball caught on the far sideline by Carson Bishop. Get a little bit of that back.
Good decision there. Make it third and manageable.
Gain of 7. Carson Bishop, his 5th catch of the season. These starters for Garber, and I'm sure it's probably the same way for Covington Douglas, have not really played that much. They've been in blowouts in their first 3-4 games, so. So here is third down and 5 now. Bishop up the middle, first down and more. 25, 20, 15 to the 10 to the 5, and he will fumble, and the ball is loose.
Looks like he hurt his knee, too.
Oh, he is holding his knee. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown as jumping on it was Domingo Ramirez, but Carson Bishop is down in the end zone holding his left knee, and the Wolverine players are saying, get the trainer over here in a hurry. He's taking his helmet off, and that's the last thing you want to see. And you can tell by the body language, it doesn't look good. So the run for Carson Bishop from the 38-yard line, he fumbled just outside the end zone. Then it was Tarango who jumped on it into the end zone. Now, in the NFL, you can't do that. The old holy roller from the 70s, they outlawed that, but I believe that's legal in high school football, although they have not put the score on the scoreboard yet. Did we get it? Did they give us an indication? I did not either, if they gave us the touchdown indication.
They said touchdown, but then it looked like Ford Smith came up with the ball, which was kind of interesting.
Okay.
I do know that Bishop, it looked like he hyperextended his knee. Hopefully that's just all it is.
Yeah,
that's a scary
definitely.
thing.
as both teams have gone to a knee here. So the line of scrimmage on the play was the 38-yard line, and we'll see exactly if it's a touchdown or not, if it's a touchback, if Covington Douglas gets the football. It looks like they want to help Carson Bishop to his feet, which if he could walk out off under his own power, you'd love to see that. I think they may be. Are they making arrangements to bring in a stretcher or the ambulance so he doesn't have to walk back to the bench?
Well, it could be a gator too. I think
you're right. I think that. I think that's where they're going. There's a gator down there in the south end zone. It's moments like this where both teams, everybody's on the same team. You don't want to see somebody get injured, especially somebody who's really had a great career, Carson Bishop. They will bring down little four-wheeler, the gator, whatever you want to call it, down here to help him get. They almost ran over a wildcat. Watch out. Tanner Frankie, a freshman, got in the way, almost got hit. And they're going to carry him and put him in the back of that gator. So now, and can't quite see the camera angle, not quite getting over there right now, but the Covington Douglas player is going over there and shaking his hand and wishing him well. I don't know if we can get any further left on that camera or not. And there's a look at him as he will be carted off the field. And we really hope that's not the last we see of Carson Bishop for a while. We hope that he can come back.
Yeah, I mean, you're always worried about knee injuries, but, there's all sorts of knee injuries you can have that the worst-case scenario is not always the scenario, I mean, obviously everybody's thoughts are the worst. You couldn't put pressure on it, but, you can hyperextend your knee pretty bad and not put a lot of weight on it, especially if you do it hard. And the kid's a big kid and he's running full speed, and I saw it happen from up here. I mean, so I'm sure down there it looked even worse, but we wish him the best, obviously, and that's the last thing you want to see.
Well, they've got the ball marked at the 1 yard line, don't they? I don't think this is a 2-point conversion, is it? I think it's marked inside the 1. So we are still trying to figure out exactly.
Well, they gave him a touchdown. It's 12-8. So,
but the ball's marked at the 1 yard line. When for a 2-point conversion, we marked at the 2.5.
Correct. That is true.
So you can't advance a fumble. Is that what it is? I think that might be what it is. And I think the initial recovery was made by Garber, and then Ford Smith went in there and might have got it late. So that's what we're going to go with. It's 8-6. It is first down and goal. So Carson Bishop's run, 37 yards down to the 1 yard line. First and goal now for Garber. 10:38 to play in the first half. They are trailing 8-6. Handoff up the middle, a new ball carrier, and not a whole lot there. That is Elix Chester on the carry. And don't say no gain on the play as he gets back to the 1 yard line.
He got it.
So now second down and goal. It's a long 1 yard now. Helix Chester, a junior, lined up beside Howery, gets the ball carry, it gets the carry again, and then gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, somebody will have to step up offensively for Garber, and right now it's Helix Chester taking it in from 1 yard out. And that will put Garber back on top 12-8 with the 2-point conversion upcoming. The touchdown comes with 10:16 to play in the first half. 2-point conversion. They'll come up short this time. Nothing doing. So 10:16 to play in the first half. 12-8 Garber. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching it on Skordle.tv.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Enabling local.
Garber scores on an 8-play, 75-yard drive in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Helix Chester with the 1-yard touchdown run. That's actually his second rushing touchdown of the season. He had 12 carries coming into the ball game for 108 yards rushing. So a little bit of experience, and he may get a lot more before the night is over. So now he'll boot it away to Covington Douglas. The high short kick is taken by an up man at the 29-yard line. On the return is Miguel Tarango. Tarango stays on his feet out across the 40-yard line. Good run by Miguel Tarango. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 43, and that is where Covington Douglas will start this drive.
Well, great answer for Garber, putting points up on the board now, 12-8. I think we're going to have a fantastic game tonight, the way it started off. So, does the loss of Bishop obviously does hurt Garber. It'd be interesting to see what they decide to do.
So Covington Douglas, first down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 44-yard line. Ford Smith checking with his dad, Coach Smith, on the near sideline. Wide out to one wide out to the left and two to the right. Back to throw this time is Ford. Now Chase left. Dumps it out. Has a man on the run. Running room. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. The home run to Camden Thayer.
I think it's going to be a hold.
Oh, back at the line of scrimmage in the backfield, actually. Everybody's coming back. That flag back at the 40-yard line. Boy, they hit the big play right there, and Camden Thayer outran everybody to the end zone. Wolverines dodge a bullet.
A great job there by Ford stepping up and just putting a perfect pass out there up the sideline. But Garber is just getting so much penetration up the field every time.
It'll be first down and 20 now as they'll move the ball back to the 34.
First down for the Wildcats.
Under 10 to play in the first half. 12-8 Wolverines in this great rivalry, which Garber's won 2 more than Covington Douglas in the series dating back to 2000, but it's been all Wildcats. They've won 5 of the last 6. More yardage going against Covington Douglas, moving back 5 more.
Man, look at that score. Del City all over Collinsville, 21-0. Collinsville, I believe, ranked 2nd or 3rd in state.
And I picked Del City. Makes me look good.
Jinx up 7-0 on Bixby. That was another out-of-network game that we talked about this week.
I had Bixby on that one. Yeah, you got to watch our Pigskin, our Pick'em show. I was glad to be back on that one for the first time this year, the other night. So it is 1st down and 25 now. Smith has time right down the middle, has a man, overshoots him by 5 yards. The pass intended for Justice Halcomb. So 2nd down and 25. Yeah, when you've got people hanging over the fences across the way and all the car spots are filled, you've got a packed house in 8-man football. That's what we've got tonight here at Fabian Field in Covington. Eastern Garfield County, I know where everybody is at. Ford Smith, ball caught, left side. Thayer tried to find some running room out across the 40-yard line. They get a little bit of it back. And a late flag.
Yep, that's going to be a penalty because he hit a defenseless blocker. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on number 20 for Covington, unfortunately.
Will it be post-catch?
Yes, it would be, unless they got Ramirez saying something, but it looked like he was defenseless and got hit late.
So we'll give him the 12-yard completion.
It's another game that we picked. Southwest Covenant leads Texoma 14-8.
I had Southwest Covenant in that one. Looking good. We have an injured player as well, an injured Wildcat. Yeah, I'll just take a second here, and I haven't talked about it yet, but I am really appreciative of where I'm at here tonight, calling high school football again. It's been an interesting month for me. I had a health situation which put me in the hospital for a couple of days, and been told by a couple of doctors that I'm lucky to be here, which I will agree with. And then my father passed away right there at the same time, and I think he's watching high school football with us from way up above somewhere. But I got to tell you, I'm really glad to be in the press box here tonight and calling high school football and trying to get back to what normal is, I guess.
Yeah, no, we're glad to have you back, Tom. We missed you for sure.
Yeah, the injured player was Camden Thayer, holding the back of his head a little bit, like maybe he took a shot high. Now, we've not marked this penalty off yet, have we, or did we? Marked it back to the 31, so the 10-yard penalty. So 3rd down and 25 or so again.
It's 3rd, and they're about from the Garber Event Center. It's about where they are.
To Marshall.
Almost back at Garber.
And they've got to get to Marshall to move the chains. So 3rd down and a bunch. And this time Ford Smith trying to find some running room. He'll get to the near side.
He's got blockers.
40, 45, 50. 1st down. Wow. He was chased down from behind by Domingo Ramirez, but not before they converted. 3rd down and a mile.
Well, and just a great job blocking downfield by Covington's wide receivers.
And that play took a long time to develop. 26-yard run by Ford Smith. And it would have been like 3rd and about 25 or so. So in Garber territory, play action this time and running room for Smith. If he could get to the edge, he doesn't. As Wolverine stayed home, and now a late flag comes in on the near sideline, and this is going to go against Garber on that near sideline. Domingo Ramirez with a little bit of extracurricular.
Game's getting a little choppy.
It's getting chippy, definitely is. Personal foul against Garber. There's 15 yards.
Chippy, you saved me there. I said
Yeah.
choppy.
Yeah.
Chippy is what it is.
So they'll mark it down inside the 30-yard line. I believe it'll be about the 26 by the time all is said and done here. 9:23 to play in the first half. Number 1 in Class B1, Garber. Number 4 in Class B2, Covington Douglas. That's the Skordle poll, which is done by our own Mark Rogers.
I mean, is there another poll?
Of course not.
Okay. Let's verify that.
I like that. I like having a poll I can go to.
Hey, look at this score down in Kingfisher County. How about Kingfisher up 21-7 on Pauls Valley?
Ooh, I'm going to miss that one if that stays like that. Little give this time to Thayer, and boy, he's nothing doing. He turned it up for about a yard, and then the cavalry came for the Wolverines and took him down. They'll give him the 25-yard line, gaining 1. So Thayer's first carry. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Stick around at halftime. We'll go back and recap the scoring, give you all the stats. We'll check that Skordle scoreboard. Paying close attention to Class B1 and B2 tonight. Smith has time. Tried to go right, then bounced it left, and he went right into the arms of Trevin Blazer. Give him a yard to the 24. Nobody getting open down field, and Ford Smith just took what he could get, which wasn't much. So now it's 3rd down and 8. Smith looking right.
Ooh, he's got him.
Throwing left, and he let his intended receiver a little much, trying to find Ryland Fisher. So now 4th down and 8. Ball resting at the 24-yard line as the Wildcats will go. Garber has a bye after tonight. He'll get a week off, as Covington had last week off. They'll take on Pioneer in 2 weeks, Garber will, and a timeout called by Covington Douglas. We'll take a break, 7:58 to play in the first half. It's 12-8 Garber, and you're watching it on Skordle TV, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Enabling local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a
4th down and 8 for Covington Douglas, trailing Garber 12-8. Here in the second quarter in Covington tonight. Ford Smith in the gun. And flag flies across the way. Did somebody line up off sides? Nope, it's going against Covington Douglas. Yep. Somebody moved 5 yards back, and that will make it 4th down and 13. Back to the 29. Boy, lots of penalties tonight. Lots of yellow flags. So we'll try it again. Smith has time across the middle on the slide. The pass incomplete, intended for Thayer. And Garber gets a stop and will take over. So the Wolverines will take over 1st down and 10 The line of scrimmage will be the 29-yard line, and this drive will start with 7:51 to play in the first half. Garber leading 12-8. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you. Tyler Kerr, our producer engineer, and Kelton Benningfield on camera upstairs. Howery rolling right. Little double pump, and he throws it incomplete a little high and off the fingertips of Mark Bishop. And now Brett Howery passing is 2 for 4 for 17 yards. Garber's had the ball 2 possessions, have scored on both of them. With 2 seconds of the play clock, Garber will burn the timeout. We'll take it with him. 7:44 to play in the first half. 12-8 Garber. You're watching it on the Skordle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Second down and 10 for Garber. 2 wide out to the right side. 1 back set. And Howery will hand off this time. And there is Chester bouncing right, now back to the left. And he is tackled from behind by big old Wyatt Farthing. Wyatt Farthing is 6'4", 329. I don't want him catching me from behind.
Bring up third down for the Wolverines.
Gain out to the 35-yard line, so a gain of 6. For Elix Chester, who came in. He's getting the carries after Carson Bishop got hurt. Oh, penalty. Holding penalty from the line of scrimmage back to the 19-yard line. So it'll be second down and 20. Howery to throw. Little pump fake now, looking near side.
Coverage.
Plenty of room. Nobody's open, though. Now he'll run to the near side and step out of bounds across the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 25 as he'll pick up 6.
Number 11, Brett Howery.
Well, that was the old two-man rush, drop 6 in coverage.
Well, Howery's not going to run a whole lot, but that's his 10th carry of the season.
Kingfisher up 28-7 now over Pauls Valley. That is
I'll
surprising. Michael
that
Swisher
is.
needs to leave more often. So
he's down at Auburn, right? For Auburn OU. I bet he's kicking himself right now.
Yeah, he's an Auburn grad and an OU fan. So that's kind of an interesting combo.
So third down and 15 now. Howery to his right, trying to buy time, and he'll step out of bounds. Get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Mark him at the 27, a gain of 2.
Cashin up big on Merritt, 28-0. Cashin early on in this year had a lot of injuries, and they've done a good job of overcoming those. They've really started out really well. You know, could go 4-1, which kind of would be unexpected here early in the season.
Let's see who's punting for Garber, because Carson Bishop's been their punter.
It's 84.
That is Seth Smith, senior. So this could be an adventure. We'll see. Low snap. Pretty good punt. Fumble, ball loose. Garber's going to get it. Can't do that.
Yeah, those are the kind of penalty or kind of situations that can happen.
Yeah, Miguel Tarango tried to field. It was a low line drive punt, tough to field, and he had Wolverines coming at him.
It was Thayer. It wasn't.
Oh,
Tarango.
Thayer. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, want to make sure we give credit or not so much credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Don't want to get some mamas mad at us.
Well, Thayer had a one. You just need to try catching it one-handed, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So after the punt and the turnover, the drive will recommence at the 47-yard line. And this is actually a new drive. As I'm keeping my stat sheet, ball caught right side. Harry finds Domingo Ramirez, and he'll get out past the stick. Rylan Fisher with the stop. The pass from the 47-yard line down to the 34, a gain of 13. And first down and 10.
Good cut.
There's Chester again. Nice run. Chester, he's got a wide body.
Yeah.
But he made some moves right there.
Well, he's a different style of runner, but he's really shifty. He's looked good once he's kind of settled in.
Down to the 27-yard line as he'll pick up 7.
The way that line blocks, it shouldn't really matter if the running back will just be patient, you know. Tom, I think you could get 5 yards a carry behind that line.
Maybe last year. Maybe last year, not this year. Second down and 3. Quick hitter right side. Ball is caught. Domingo Ramirez will get near the sticks. Little short completion. Down to the 24.
That's going to be right there at the sticks, so we're going to want to call a timeout for measurement.
So they'll mark it at the 25.
So we'll take some time for a measurement.
First down, Garber. I want to take a moment, and I think he might be watching tonight. My good friend Brandon McNaughton. He's in the hospital at St. Mary's in Enid, dealing with a health issue that just finding out about it today, and we are definitely praying for Brandon McNaughton and the McNaughton family. I know he's watching here tonight, and we are thinking about you. Guarantee it.
Is that Jordan's husband?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot of running room there for Chester. What hole was there closed up in a hurry?
Tackle made by number 44, Rylan Fisher.
Say Rylan Fisher with a stop again.
Bringing up second down for the Wolverines.
And second down at about 10. Clock running under 5 minutes to play in the first half. 12-8 Garber, and they're looking for more here on this drive. Second down and 10. Howery wants to throw, looking left. Ball is caught near sideline, and that is the tight end, Seth Smith. Thayer popped him out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line to the 14, a gain of 10. And Howery has now completed his last 3 and 4 of his last 5. Domingo Ramirez split out to the left. Mark Bishop split out to the right. And Bishop drops it.
Fastball's incomplete. Second down for Garber.
So now 2nd down and 10 as Covington Douglas. The drop gets Garber off schedule. 2nd down and long now. And English Chester will get the ball. Nice handoff, get down, and he fumbled the ball late, and Covington Douglas may pick up that turnover. They will. So that drive will come to an end for Garber at the 5-yard line. So Chester with a gain of 9 on the carry, but then he coughed it up. And Covington Douglas will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 5, and this drive will start with 4:24 to play in the first half. And we talked early in the ball game that Covington Douglas had not turned the ball over all season. They do have 1 turnover now on that muffed punt, but no damage done.
Cash Pearson.
And Cash Pearson will get his 2nd carry of the night.
2nd down for the Wildcats.
Pick up a couple. Right now, in the shadow of your own goalpost, you just don't want to do anything stupid here. Just play it pretty close to the vest as we're under 4 minutes to play in the first half. This time it's the quarterback, Smith, running room, 15, 20, 25, 30, and down at the 35-yard line. And boy, thought for a moment he might be gone, but it was Caden Ramsey, the freshman, who saved the touchdown.
Brought down by number 2, Caden Ramsey.
So 28 yards in the carry by Ford Smith. $67 yards rushing on 8 carries for Ford tonight. 1st down and 10, 3.5 to play in the first half. Smith looking left this time. Now try to run it and nothing doing. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage, as staying home and making the tackle.
Trevin Blazer.
Yep. No, Domingo Ramirez.
Oh, was it?
It was Ramirez.
I thought it was Blazer staying home again because he has all night.
He may have been there, but I think it was Ramirez who cleaned it up. A loss of 3 on the play, make it 4. Ball back to the 31-yard line. This time it's Pearson, and Pearson will get back to the original line of scrimmage. Back to the 31, or back to the 36, excuse me. And they're going to mark him at the 35, so a gain of 4. 3 carries for Pearson now for 9 yards rushing. And it's 3rd down and 10. If Covington Douglas converts right here, they might be able to play out the rest of the first half and try to score late. If not, Garber's got a shot. Oh, there's a late flag coming in. Ford Smith was upended at the line of scrimmage. Is there a hold back there, though?
Maybe, yes.
Yep, that's what it is. And I would imagine they should decline this penalty and go to 4th and 10. Yep, they will.
Well, there's an interesting score. How about Chisholm leading OCS 8-7?
Chisholm's putting together something this year. They're much improved. So 4th down and 9, and Ford Smith will step back about his 26-yard line to punt this one away, and nobody's back deep for Garber. So we can get a good punt away. It might roll a little bit. He waited a little too long. It might have been deflected. He punts it back to the left side. It's a short punt out of bounds just across midfield. Garber should have this ball. They're going to say at the 49-yard line in Covington Douglas territory.
Well, this thing has gone back and forth here with no points put up. 12-8. That's probably not what you had written down as what score you thought it'd be at halftime.
I thought it'd be a little higher scoring than this. But now Garber will take over at the Covington Douglas 49 with just under 2 minutes to play. Had 2 turnovers in the ball game, 1 each way. Muffed punt and then fumbled by the running back, Elix Chester. And Chester gets the carry right here, and he will. Late flag comes in from behind, or actually from the back judge, and
it's going to be a hold, I think.
Yeah.
Or Rylan Fisher did a great job knifing through the defense there.
He blew it up. Lots of penalties here tonight. So this will move Garber back into their own territory, back to the 41. And it will be first down and 20 now. This is the last non-district game of the year for both of these teams. District play coming up when it gets really interesting, and both these teams in very competitive districts. Howery chased, steps up, stays on his feet, finally knocked down. He gets almost back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose the yard back to the 40-yard line. The clock will continue to run, I think. Did they call timeout? They must have burned a timeout. They did with 1:40 to play. So we'll take one with them. Late first half, 12-8 the score. Garber on top, and you're watching it on Skordle.tv.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, Mom and Dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
Minute 40 to play in the first half. Garber burned that timeout. They're looking at second down and 20 from their own 41-yard line, leading 12-8. Storyline tonight, Garber's leading rusher, one of the best players they've had for the last 3 or 4 years, Carson Bishop, injured his knee and is out of the ball game. It's a big weapon for them that they're missing. Back to throw is Howery. Has a lot of time, but nobody can get open. The tight end's open here on the near side. They're going to throw it to him, and he's caught it. That's Seth Smith.
Oh, goodness.
And he'll get inside the 50-yard line, inside the 45, down to the 44. And he was just wide open, basically waving his hands over here on the near side. And Howery finally spotted him. That'll be a gain of 16. Seth Smith, his second catch tonight. Boy, he was just camping out wide open over here in front of the Wildcat bench. Somebody moved. Somebody jumped early. I think this will go against Garber. Yep. 5-yard penalty. We'll take it back to just shy of midfield.
A lot of penalties, like you said, Tom.
Yes,
There's been
there
a lot
are.
of laundry thrown on the field tonight.
Let's see. We kicked this ball game off at 7 o'clock, and it's 8:09, so.
The first quarter went by lightning fast.
It did.
The second
really
quarter has taken forever.
Yes, it has. Clock is rolling, under a minute to play. Third down and 10. Empty the backfield. Howery. Ball cut right side by Tarango, and he's tackled immediately by Tarango. So it's Domingo Ramirez with the catch, and then Miguel Tarango with the tackle.
Great job.
There we go.
Give a shout out to Garrett Spears, superintendent at Burlington, Garber graduate. That's letting me know he's tuning in. So at least we know one person's watching the show.
I've got to get up to Burlington and get a
their
tour.
gym is awesome.
I've got to get a tour of the new gym. I got to get up there and see that. One of my favorite places to broadcast from of all time was their old gym. So
well,
it's a little disappointed.
It's nothing like their old gym, I can tell you that. But it is nice. And Garrett was telling me the last time I visited with him, they're going to host their own tournament this year, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. Timeout. 46 seconds to play in the first half. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
So now 4th down and 7 for Garber at the Covington Douglas 46-yard line.
Interesting. Well, I guess there's just 40-some seconds, but you give Ford Smith the ball back with decent field position if you don't get it.
Across the middle, ball is dropped. Dropped by Chester. He was open, so that drive will come to an end. And now Covington Douglas will take over.
From the 46-yard line.
Just shy of midfield and some time to do something. You were talking about Garrett Spears, the former Garber Wolverine, who, boy, hit a big shot to get his team to state in the area tournament at the Expo Center that I broadcast years and years ago. But I want to throw out Kenny Doherty's name, too. He was here in Covington for so many years, head boys basketball coach. He's now the principal at Burlington.
Yep.
And praying for him and his family and his wife as she is dealing with health issues. Better write down what's going on here. So Covington Douglas with the ball, 1st down and 10, 46-yard line, and Smith will be tackled for not much of a gain right there. Second down, and we'll say no gain. Clock is rolling, 22 seconds. We'll try to put one up for grabs here. Ball is caught. And hurrying to the near sideline is Justice Halcomb, and he'll stay in bounds. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains, and then they'll put the clock back in motion. And Covington Douglas does have one timeout left. For Halcomb, his second catch of the night. Throw that one away.
Good decision.
Great catch made by one of the Garber assistant coaches over there. So with 4 seconds to play in the first half, and now Covington Douglas will burn a timeout.
Timeout being charged to the Wildcats.
And we'll take a break. One more play here, and we'll pay a bill before that. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle. 4 seconds to play in the first half here. Covington Douglas trailing Garber 12-8. Time for one play and see if Ford Smith can get it to the end zone from the 38-yard line. 3 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. He'll step up, now flush left, now back to his right. Seth Smith is going to bring, well, made the initial hit, but then it was Trevin Blazier who cleaned it up. Big loss back across midfield. He will lose 15 yards, and that'll be the end of the first half. Good ball game. The defenses in that second quarter really kind of took over. We'll take a break, 12-8. The lead for Garber. And you're watching The War on 74. It's on Skordle's Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Stream like the pros with Skordle Live. Find out more at Skordle.com.
Halftime in Covington. The Garber Wolverines lead the Covington Douglas Wildcats by a score of 12-8. Let's go back and recap the scoring in the first half. And Covington Douglas got the ball first, went 3 and out, and gave Garber good field position at the Covington Douglas 45-yard line to start their first drive with 10.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And 7 plays later, 45 yards covered in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Carson Bishop scored from 12 yards out. 2-point conversion pass was no good. 6:48 to play in the first quarter, and Garber led 6-0. Covington Douglas took the ensuing kickoff, took over on their own 30-yard line, put together a 14-play, 70-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. And it was Ford Smith from 11 yards out to score that he got the 2-point conversion run, and that put Covington Douglas on top 8-6 with 1:02 to play in the first quarter. Garber got the ball, took over on their own 25-yard line. They went 8 plays, covered 75 yards in 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and it was Elix Chester scoring from 1 yard out, but it was Carson Bishop, their leading rusher on the season, who was injured on a carry down to the 1 yard line. As he went down, he fumbled into the end zone. I guess it was covered. It was covered by Garber, but you can't advance a loose ball into the end zone. So, but the big story was the fact that Carson Bishop injured his knee, and he was put into a gator and taken off the field, and we hope that he's okay. But Elix Chester scored from 1 yard out. 8 plays, 75 yards in 2 minutes, 11 seconds with 10:16 to play in the first half. Garber goes on top 12-8 after their 2-point conversion run was no good. And that's where we stand. A couple of turnovers in the second quarter, one for each team. A muffed punt for Covington Douglas, then a fumble by Elix Chester. And the score halfway through this one is 12-8. Garber on top of Covington Douglas. We'll take a break. In a little bit, we'll have all the numbers from the first half. Stay with us. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
/stream.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Halftime at Covington, Tom Nelson with you, and we had to come back for this. They are starting a new tradition here on the War on 74, this big rivalry between Garber and Covington Douglas. We've got 10 dads from each side in a best-of-3 tug-of-war. And we're just going to let this play out, and may the best school win, and please, may nobody get hurt. Of course, Covington Douglas dads are on the left side. The Garber dads are on the right side. Right now, Garber's got a bit of a lead. They've got to pull the red flag. They got to go what? That's the Garber wins the first one. So it's best of 3. Huh.
It will be best of 3.
So Garber leads the series 1-0. And those Covington Douglas dads, they better step up right here, or this is going to be a short series, a short night. Got to bring it back to the 50-yard line, folks. There we go. And it sounds like there will be some kind of traveling trophy for this event. Who I believe a big guy for Cov Doug just got in there, a bigger guy. They subbed out. There we go.
And
Round 2.
On the second pool. We are stagnant right now. As the Covington dads seem to get a little bit of the edge. And
Oh, my gosh. There you go.
we will come to a third match.
It's going to go to the best of 3 as each team has won. Has won a match here. So here we go, game 3. This is for all the marbles, folks. It doesn't get any bigger than this, at least until the second half starts and this game continues. But this is what you get. Small town high school football. This is under the Friday night lights. And the War on 74. There are at least 3 other War on 74s that I know of, but I bet they don't have the parents, moms and dads, the dads tug-of-war. Crescent and Cashin is a War on 74, and I believe is it Washington and who? Purcell. Washington and Purcell.
Setting up for
down
the
south.
third and final match for all the marbles.
What's that?
They have the best trophy, Washington Purcell.
Got a good trophy. Adam Dieselhorse says off microphone. All right, this is it. We would normally be playing commercials right now. I think we're giving you good old-fashioned entertainment right here. All right.
And they are off. And
Covington Douglas. Oh, here comes Garber. Oh, they're getting after it this time. There is hardware on the line.
And we are locked in with
This crowd's getting into this too. A slight edge for Covington Douglas, and the Wildcats win it. So the first War on 74 tug-of-war will go to Covington Douglas.
Will go to the dads of Covington Douglas.
And that, folks, is worth the price of admission. That's why you're paying for Skordle. No, you're not. But if you were, that would be worth it right there. We'll take a break. Second half coming up. You're watching it on Skordle.tv.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with Hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Enabling Local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes.
Let's take a look at some of the first half stats. Garber on top of Covington Douglas 12-8. And for the Wolverines on the ground, 20 rushes for 117 yards, averaging 5.9 yards per carry. And Carson Bishop, the leading way, 10 carries for 97 yards, including a 12-yard touchdown run before he left the ball game due to injury. Elix Chester has 5 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown. And then Brett Howery, 4 carries for 3 yards. Through the air, Brett Howery, 7 of 11 for 61 yards. Mark Bishop, or take it back, Seth Smith caught 2 passes for 26. Carson Bishop, 1 for 7. And then Domingo Ramirez with 3 catches for 15 yards in that first half. So 31 total plays, 178 yards, averaging 5.7 yards per play for Garber. For Covington Douglas, 18 rushes for 80 yards, averaging 4.4 yards a carry. Ford Smith, 12 carries for 48 yards. Cash Pearson, 3 carries for 9. Miguel Tarango, 1 carry for 20. Grayson Marlar, 1 carry for 2. And then Camden Thayer, 1 carry for 1. Through the air, Ford Smith is 6 of 13 for 41 yards. Camden Thayer, 2 catches for 27. Miguel Tarango, 2 catches for 1 yard. And Justice Halcomb, 1 carry for 5. It's halftime. Second half just around the corner. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Skordle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Skordle Game of the Week.
And then Covington Douglas next week will open up district play at Canton. Papers flying all over the press box here. Can't keep track of things. And Garber will get the football. I've got to say, that's good small-town, old-fashioned entertainment watching the dads with the tug-of-war.
Never seen the tug-of-war before. That was creative, competitive.
Yeah.
Some of those dads are going to have really sore hands. I mean, that's got to burn. They were battling back and forth.
They were getting after it. Garber won. The Garber dads won the first round of the best of three, but it was Covington Douglas. I think they made a substitution.
Yeah.
They added a little bit of bulk at second and third, and that second and third match, and it paid off.
Some gamesmanship going on. They made some adjustments.
There you go.
Put some different people in different spots. Saw some of the Garber guys had brought their own gloves.
Oh,
that's not a bad idea.
Mark Bishop actually to receive.
Now Mark Bishop will be deep back inside his 25-yard line for Garber. And Ford Smith will boot it away for Covington Douglas. Second half is underway. It's a good ball game. Ball picked up on the bounce. Nope, it gets away from Bishop. He'll track it down inside the 15-yard line. If he can get to the near side, there might be some running room, but a great job. That's special teams by Covington Douglas of stringing him out. So good, or not so good starting field position for Garber. They'll take over first down and 10 on their own 11-yard line.
Well, this game is exactly what we expected it to be. I think we figured there'd be some more points. Both teams defensively playing well. Been kind of sloppy. A lot of flags.
A lot of penalties.
Yep, a lot of penalties. But for the most part, it's been a good game. I'm excited to see what the second half brings.
No, Howery leads him up to the line of scrimmage. He was 7 of 11 passing for 61 yards in that first half. And then working without Carson Bishop here in this second half. We'll see what they can do. He's got Elix Chester lined up to his right in the backfield.
Another penalty.
I think the play clock ran out on him. Yep, delay a game. Great way to start. You've been sitting in the locker room for the past 15 minutes, and the first play of the second half is a delay a game. That'll be half. Well, they'll mark it back to the 6-yard line. So Garber with some horrible starting field position. Can they get out from under the shadow of their own goalpost? That's a good way to start as Elix Chester with the carry back out across the 10-yard line to the 13. Bring up second down and 8 for the gain of 7.
Second down for the Wolverines.
Give it off to Chester again off right side, and nothing doing as he is tackled to the line of scrimmage by Ryland Fisher, the linebacker. We've called his name a lot tonight. Ryland's a junior, 5'7", 233. He's a load. He lost a yard. So third down and long, and Covington Douglas defensively trying to get the Garber offense off the field. Howery has time, drops off into the flat to the near side. And that's Chester again, turns it up to about the 15-yard line. Elix Chester's getting his opportunity here tonight.
Yeah, good defensive stop for Covington right out of the half.
So fourth down and 7. And Seth Smith will punt it away, and he's standing at about his 6-yard line. So Covington Douglas would have a great chance for some good field position here. Yeah, let that one roll. It will take a good Garber roll out of bounds, but the Wildcats will start in Garber territory as they got the 3 and out that they needed right there to start the second half after Covington Douglas went 3 and out to start the ball game. way back at the beginning of this one.
And if you're Covington, momentum-wise, if you can figure out a way to punch in the end zone here, I mean, you get all the momentum back, so be interesting to see what Coach Smith can come up with. I'm sure he made some adjustments with what kind of pressure Garber's been getting the whole game, so we'll see.
So 9:58 to play in the third quarter. This drive will start in Garber territory at the 48-yard line. There goes Pearson. Pearson, some running room on first down. That's a good start on this drive for Covington Douglas, as he'll pick up right at about 5 yards down inside the 40-yard line to the 37.
The other thing it's interesting to see is Garber has rotated out Weibling and Hughes. They're not playing on the defensive side, and they were causing all sorts of issues the first half. So different guys in there on the defensive line.
Second down and 5. On the jet sweep. Turning the corner, some running room. That is Tarango, Miguel Tarango. Inside the 30-yard line, down to the 27. First down after a gain of 10. Tarango's second carry of the night. He's had a carry for 20 yards and now a carry for 10. Covington Douglas trailing by 4. That 2-point conversion they got is huge in this ball game back in the first half. Direct snap to Ford Smith, and not a whole lot there. He tried to find anything he could. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe a gain of 1. Seth Smith on the stop.
Garber's done a good job tonight setting the edge, keeping Smith inside, because he looks to get the edge, because if he does, he's gone. He's got great speed. So give him credit there.
So second down and 9. Ooh, Pearson out in the flat. Dropped it. Heard the footsteps, incomplete.
Probably better that he dropped it.
Yeah.
I think he'd have lost
Wasn't a whole lot
2 or 3
there.
yards. Yeah,
it wasn't a whole lot there. So now third down and 9, and Covington Douglas, they'll take 2 plays to pick up this first down. Take a look at that Skordle scoreboard ticking along the top of the screen, keeping up with all the action across the great state of Oklahoma. Third down and 9. We'll check those scores in B1 and B2 for you as well.
I can do that for you, Tom.
Jump on that Skordle scoreboard on everybody's got it on their phone, basically, if you want it. Better have that app if you like high school football. Across the middle, ball is caught by, that is Pearson, running room, first down to the 10. Out of the backfield, Cash Pearson with the nice catch and run afterward, down to the 8-yard line. He'll pick up 18 yards, move the chains.
Well, and a good job by Smith staying in there. He got popped in the face pretty good there.
So it's first down and goal now at the 8. Covington Douglas wants to grab that lead back. Ball caught left side. Thayer down inside the 5-yard line. Looks like he'll get down to about the 2. Picking up 6.
Second and goal for the Wildcats.
That's a suppressive drive for Covington.
Thayer's third catch of the night. And second down and goal from the 2-yard line now. 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Covington Douglas looking to grab the lead back. Here comes the 7th play of this drive. The starter at the Garber 42-yard line after the punt. Field position is so important. Low snap, picked up, handoff to Pearson. Pearson to the inside the 1, just shy of the goal line. He'll be inches away.
Well, endurance is going to be something you think about, Tom. These two teams you talked about haven't played full games, and who's in better shape, can show up in games like this where you're having to play at full effort, maximum effort, the full game.
Third down and 1, snap it to Smith. He fumbled it, picked it up, and got popped, and he bounces off and scores. He took the initial shot, bounced off to his left, and stepped into the end zone, and Covington Douglas goes on top 14-12. the 1-yard touchdown run by Ford Smith, his second rushing touchdown of the night, and his fourth rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, and a great answer by Covington there. We talked about it. This gives them a ton of momentum here in the start the second half.
Very similar start to the ball game. On the other side, though, is Garber stopped Covington Douglas 3 and out to start the ball game, then scored on their first possession. Low snap, play action, rolling right, ball is caught. That is Pearson making the catch right by the near pylon. 2-point conversion makes it 16-12. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. It's on the opposite side from where Pearson scored over here on the near sideline. Two-point conversion would put the Wildcats up by 4.
Not sure what the penalty is here. 14-12, Covington takes the lead.
Yeah.
Legal man downfield.
So they will do it again.
I think they're gonna pick the flag up.
Well, if they pick the flag up, it'd be a 2-point conversion for Covington Douglas. And I would bet you that they're going to say it's good. Yep. 2-point conversion makes it 16-12, and we will take a break and be right back. It is the game of the week on Skordle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains.
Now, this is why we came here. 16-12. Covington Douglas grabs the lead back on an 8-play, 42-yard drive. It took 2 minutes and 20 seconds off of the clock. And it was Ford Smith, the quarterback, scoring from 1 yard out. Then Smith to Pearson for the 2-point conversion pass. 16-12, 6:38 to play in the third quarter. Now Garber will get the football back. Don't touch that dial, folks. This is going to be a good one all the way to the end, just like we thought it would be.
Tom, you asked about some B1 scores. O'Keene leads Pioneer 52-16. Dewar all over Waurika 58-8.
Short squib kick is caught. And taking to a knee immediately, that was Colton Deeds. Go ahead.
Wacomas 54, OBA 20. Quinton leads Arcoma 50-0. Drumright over Canadian 44-6. This is a good game. Laverne over Hollis 20-8. Turpin over Boise City 38-0. Thackerville over Central Marlow 22-14.
And a matchup of ranked teams in their respective classes. Number 1 Garber in B1 against number 4 Covington Douglas in B2. Handoff up the middle, trying to find some running room for Domingo Ramirez. He'll pick up a couple. That's about it to the 45-yard line.
I like the idea of putting Rodriguez in the backfield to add another kind of element back there.
Like a power pistol formation now with Ramirez at the fullback position. And that ball was caught near sideline. I thought it was going. I thought that it was going to Ramirez, and he wasn't looking for it, but Bishop was over there too, kind of hiding on the near sideline, makes the catch across midfield to the 49-yard line, picking up 6.
I like Hughes getting Ramirez and Bishop more involved offensively. Those are two dynamic athletes. They get the ball.
3rd down and 1. Here's Chester bouncing it right. Turns it up. Flag flies. He was tackled short of the line to gain.
It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, I think it's going to go back 10 yards. Yep. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 when all is said and done here. Covington Douglas defensively, that penalty will get Garber off schedule. And 3rd down and long back in Garber territory at the 42.
Third and long for the Wolverines.
Boy, both these teams are good enough. I think they'll make deep, deep runs this postseason. It's going to be fun November, possibly December, out here in Eastern Garfield County with these two teams. 3rd and 11, Howry. Howry looking, pump fake. Has a man wide open, that Smith that tied in, but he didn't see him.
Goodness.
Smith's open again. Now he's going to run it, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him here. It should be about a yard short of the 1st down. If he gets a decent spot, it's going to be a yard short. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty.
No, he's got the 1st down, it looks like.
Nah, I think he's that's going to be close. I see where the official's stepping across the way.
Oh, okay.
They're going to bring it all the way to the near sideline to mark it, as this official was keeping his foot down here on the near sideline.
The down marker guy wasn't really following the ball. I was looking at the official. I think it's closer to a 1st down than, but I could be wrong.
I'm going to say he's just a bit short, but they will go for it on 4th and
short by about
a foot
a yard
or two. Yeah. And stretch that chain and inch, maybe 2. Maybe 2. So 4th down and inches, 5.5 to play, 3rd quarter. Big moment in this game. So glad to be with you on the Skordle Game of the Week. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, Tyler Kerr, our producer engineer, and Kelton Benningfield upstairs on camera tonight.
Woo! Deer Creek 35, he did nothing.
Oh, boy.
Deer Creek has got a squad, though. I will say that. They have got a really good team. Bixby takes the lead over Jinx, 14-7.
How's Kingfisher doing?
Well,
4th down for the
let me go check that out.
Before that, here is 4th down and less than a yard. A couple of inches here, maybe 6 inches. Brett Howry in the gun. Here comes Chester to line up in the backfield. That power pistol. Now up under center. Quarterback sneak. Yes. And he popped him, but I think he fell forward. Yes, he did. He gets a yard and moves the chains.
The sulfur is just hammering Perkins.
Ooh, I got that one right. I picked sulfur in that one.
Kingfisher 30, Pauls Valley 14.
That is a surprise. Kingfisher getting better in a hurry this year. So the line of scrimmage is the 46-yard line in Covington Douglas territory, as we will tick under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. The Wildcats on top 16-12. On the jet sweep this time, reversing field and trying to find some running room is Mark Bishop. Thayer will get the stop at a gain of about 5 on the play to bring up, let's give him 6 to bring up 2nd and 4.
Covington did a good job they kind of overplayed that. Bishop, not a bad idea to cut it back, but great tackle out here on the edge.
Mark Bishop lined out here to the short side of the field. They're going to hand off this time to Chester, and Chester will pick up a couple inside the 40 to the 39. Cash Pearson on the stop, which will bring up third down at about 4. Chester has stepped in pretty admirably here since Carson Bishop went out with the injury in the first half. Third down and 3, almost 4. Howery rolling right, being chased and sacked. They got him. Miguel Tarango and Grayson Marler making the big hit on the quarterback for a big loss on third down.
Well, and Covington's just playing with a little more energy. It's that score right at the half. Getting the stop and scoring has given them a ton of confidence here.
So they will get the ball back here. The line of scrimmage is the 50-yard line, so Seth Smith, the punter, will stand at his 42. Covington Douglas has muffed one punt tonight and gave it back to Garber. Pretty good punt, hangs up there, and they're not even going to return this one. It will take a decent bounce and go out of bounds. So Covington Douglas now with 3 minutes and change left here in the third quarter, leading 16-12. This can be a defining drive in this ball game. As you look at what Covington Douglas has done in the second half, 2 possessions by Garber. First time the 3 and out, and that time they first down or 2, but they did not get any further than that. So the drive will start from the 30-yard line with 3:05 to play, third quarter. This is big right here for Covington Douglas. Oh, big for Garber, too, defensively. Little counter around the near side. Thayer, running room, 30, 35, not out of bounds. I think they'll say he stepped out just shy of the 35 at the 34. I think I said that line of scrimmage was the 30-yard line. It was actually the 20, so it's a gain of 14.
I love the adjustments here in the second half. They're finding a lot of success in the running game, and all of it's been outside. Covington looks like a different team offensively this second half.
First down and 10 from the 34-yard line now. Ford Smith left side. He'll turn it up, and he'll pick up good yardage on first down out across the 40-yard line. We'll mark him at the 41, a gain of 7. Trevin Blazier with the stop.
Well, Tom, if you don't remember, not so long ago, about an hour ago, Covington could get nothing in the running game. And we talked about how Garber's going to make them one-dimensional, but that is not the case anymore. Covington picking up chunks running the ball.
So now it's second down and 4, and all that Covington Douglas wants to do right here, they just want to get little
tick,
right? Run that clock. Pearson up the middle. Cash Pearson for a couple.
And that's a positive gain, too.
Mark him at the 42. And it brings up third down and 2. So right now, Covington Douglas just staying on schedule. Third and short, right where they want to be. Ford Smith at the middle, first down.
Number 22, Ford Smith
to the 48-yard line. He'll pick up 6. $16 carries, 62 yards rushing for Ford Smith tonight. And we're now under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
It's amazing how much this game has changed from the first half until now. It's just a different game.
Coaching adjustments. First down and 10, handoff up the middle. This time it's Grayson Marler. Marler for a yard or so to the 49. They'll mark him right at the 50, which means it's a 2-yard gain.
And Trevin Blazier steps up in the hole there, makes a great stop.
And second down and 9. Covington Douglas has won 5 of the last 6 in the series, including the last 2. Smith, right side, back to the left, pushes the pile, and probably about 3 yards more for him across midfield.
Bring up third down for the Wildcats.
Give him 2 to the 48.
Right now, number 31, Colton Deeds.
Colton Deeds on the stop for Garber. Under a minute to play in the third quarter now. And third down and 6. Smith, ball caught near side. That's Pearson. First down.
Love the play call there, too.
Or very close, very close. Yeah, I think it's going to be fourth. It's going to be fourth and about maybe even half a yard short.
I'm putting the ball in a quarterback's hands and letting him run it.
Smith at the middle. First down. He almost busted it. Down to the 35. 7-yard gain. That's the end of the third quarter. Huge drive continues for Covington Douglas. We go to the final 12 minutes. 16-12 Wildcats, and they're motoring in Wolverine territory. They'll have first down and 10. We're back after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Here we go, folks. 12 minutes to play, fourth quarter, just around the corner. And 16-12 the score.
Can't get a shirt up here, Tom.
Oh, throwing the shirts into the crowd and we're missing out? What the heck is the deal with that? The situation, Covington Douglas up by 4 points, have the ball first down and 10 at the Garber 35-yard line.
Being in the fourth quarter, first and 10 for the Wildcats on the Garber 35-yard line.
At pistol formation with Cash Pearson lining up behind Ford Smith. First play of the fourth quarter. And give it off right up the middle. There's busting it into the end zone, touchdown. And that is Nicholas Kramer.
No, it's Thayer.
Oh, it's Thayer. Okay, you're right. It was Thayer lined up back there. I thought it was 10. And it's Camden Thayer. It's going, what the heck?
And he got through there quick.
Yes, he did. Thayer lined up in that pistol formation and just the huge hole opened up, and he scores from 35 yards out. So now it's 22-12, and there's the insurance. Now a two-possession ball game.
Wildcats line up in the
So they'll go for two here, trying to double up Garber. 22-12 our score now. Smith wide open right side, ball caught for two.
They're trying to leak the tackle out, tackle eligible. I saw that, but great job, good decision.
That ball was caught by Drake Donnell, freshman. Or I tried to give the touchdown to a freshman. The two-point conversion was caught by a freshman. 24-12. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching it on Skordle.tv.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Covington Douglas caps the 9-play, 80-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock, and Camden Thayer, the run in from 18 yards out, the 2-point conversion from Ford Smith to Drake Donnell. And it's 24-12 with 11:46 to play in the contest. And Garber now trailing by 12. They've got to make something happen on this drive. Ford Smith will boot it away. High and short. Covered by an up man and a nice return out across the 45-yard line. So Garber with good field position here, as that was Juan Martinez on the return. And first down and 10 from the 48.
Well, Garber needs to get it going again offensively. He had a ton of success moving the ball in the first half, and I get that Bishop's out of the game, but you still got the same offensive line up there, and they were picking up big chunks. So, get it in your playmakers' hands. Be patient. You're only down, 12 points. You got a lot of time. 12 minutes in an 8-man game is like an eternity.
Howery on first down will hand off. Boy, blowing it up is Ryland Fisher.
What if you see just the pace and just the effort by Covington is, that time counter, and you got a guy blowing the counter blocker up, makes the running back have to cut back, and he goes right into the hands of the linebacker.
I'll tell you what, he blew him up for a loss of 1. Chester with the carry. Second down and 11. Howard to throw, near side, ball caught, cross midfield. Slipping a tackle inside the 40-yard line. Nice run after the catch by Domingo Ramirez. So mark it at the 38. And a gain of 15 for Ramirez, his 4th catch of the night.
I like that play call there.
First down and 10. Garber, their road whites with the silver helmets. Covington Douglas, the home blues with the white pants and the white helmets. That classic look. High snap, Howery hands off to Chester. And then Chester is thrown down by Grayson Marler. They got some young players here who are getting some run and making some plays for Covington Douglas here.
Covington's playing an interesting front. They just got, at times they only have one guy with his hand down. Now they've got 2. They're running kind of what they call a Texas front.
Howery to throw. Flush left. Off his back football caught. Did he get it?
Yep.
He did. It's a catch. Mark Bishop.
Great catch by Bishop.
Yep.
Pass caught number 4, Mark Bishop.
So the line of scrimmage was a 34-yard line. They will mark it at the 19, so a gain of 15 right there. Back-to-back 15-yard completions for Mark Bishop, his 2nd catch of the night. Under 10 minutes to play. Clock is stopped as Bishop stepped out of bounds. Big drive for the Wolverines, getting back within 1 touchdown if they can score. And there's Chester up the middle. Elix Chester inside the 15-yard line. An official got knocked to the ground and lost his hat, but he's up and okay.
Garber is opening up some large holes, but now Chester limps off the field.
2nd down and 5. So Chester limps off. Carson Bishop's out already. It's 2 running backs.
This is interesting. They've got Domingo at quarterback now. It's going to be quarterback power right behind 32.
Going right. There you go. To the 10. Stiff arm down to the 8. Good call.
Follow the substitution. Yep. That's what you always want to do. They don't bring that guy in for no reason.
Halcomb on the stop.
I think they're going to call a hold.
Did they? Flag?
They haven't thrown a flag in like 4 plays,
Yep.
so they felt like they needed to throw one.
Coming back.
No, this crew's doing a good job. There's been a lot of holds of both ways, so.
It's been, as we said in the first half, chippy at times as well. It's going to happen in a rivalry game like this.
I said choppy, which was not the right terminology.
I threw in chippy.
You fixed
there.
me.
Yeah,
you helped me out. I'm just an amateur.
Well,
You're the pro.
Well, but you fixed me with the touchdown run because I thought some freshman kid who hadn't played all night.
That's what the color guy's supposed to do, Tom.
Exactly right. So back to the 24-yard line now on the penalty. Cowrie looking left, wide open. Ball is caught.
Ooh.
And Domingo Ramirez is slung down. Halcomb on the stop.
I got to give Halcomb a ton of credit because that's a tough tackle in open field against a big guy like that. And man, he shoestringed him that time.
Gain of 6.
Still a lot of time if you're Garber. You got over 8 minutes. You got to focus on getting in the end zone first, obviously, on this drive.
3rd down and 9. Two down territory here for a team down by 12 points.
Got a little stack set over here up top.
Harry looking that way, now flush to his right. Oh, and he is hammered from behind. The sack by Hayden Willard, the sophomore.
Big hit.
He saw him coming at the last second. He braced for the hit.
He
that
walked
was it.
himself right into it.
Yeah, he did.
Which is it's wild because Covington's really only bringing 2 guys every time that they've dropped into this cloud coverage. It's kind of a little bit of a version of the old what people would do against Lincoln Riley, where they drop a ton of guys into different spots and make the quarterback have to make a smart decision.
9th play of the drive coming up. This could be your ball game right here.
Ooh, got him. Nope.
Near corner of the end zone, incomplete. No flags. It was intended for Domingo Ramirez, incomplete. So now Covington Douglas will take over. So with 7:25 to play in the ball game, the Wildcats with a 24-12 lead will take over on their own 23. And you take a look at the scoring drives in this ball game for Covington Douglas. 9 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes and 19 seconds. 14 plays, 70 yards in 5 minutes and 35 seconds. They want to duplicate those 2 drives right there and run this clock out and get out of here with a win. And keep track of the football, no turnovers. Pearson pick up a couple to the 25. Cash Pearson, 7 carries, 19 yards rushing tonight. That's half as many carries as he had all season coming into this ball game.
Kingfisher 37, Pauls Valley 22. So the Yellow Jackets are holding on to that lead. That'd be a huge win for them.
Because Pauls Valley was undefeated, I believe, and ranked.
Were they undefeated? No, they were undefeated, right?
I think they were undefeated, yeah.
That would be a huge win for them.
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 7. It's all about getting first downs right
big
there.
hole.
There goes Ford Smith.
Nice run.
First down and then some across the 40-yard line, out to the 43 as he'll pick up 18.
That's good for a Wildcat. First down.
"19 carries, 89 yards rushing tonight for the quarterback, Ford Smith. He's got 19 rushes. He had 18 carries coming into the ball game. That's going to happen, though, when you have blowouts. He's not going to play as much, but he is definitely stepping up tonight. First down carry by Marler.
Grayson Marler on the carry.
And I'll give him a yard. That's about it.
Brought down by number 57, Jackson Weaver. Second down for the Wildcats.
Second down and 9. Clock rolling, 5:45 to go. It's all about chewing up yards, chewing up clock, and moving the chains if you're Covington Douglas right here.
Yeah, and then you get to a place where you make them start using their timeouts too. I mean, 2-score game. How important are the conversions? We talk about that all the time.
Well,
1-score game if you don't get them.
That's right. 2 2-point conversions is the difference, is a huge difference in this ball game. Covington Douglas got him. And Garber didn't. So Thayer, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 41. And now it's third down and 13.
Though. That was big.
Under 5 minutes to play. If Brian Smith is not going to do something stupid right here on third down and 13, run the ball, run off another 30, 35 seconds, and punt the football away if you have to. And as I say that, he's going to throw the football. Tried to find Thayer. Good coverage over there by Bishop, but that stops the clock. So Garber will get the football back with about 4.5 minutes left.
I mean, you got to be pleased for Covington, too, the way you're playing defense, though. I mean, Garber has not had, much success since what?
Well, last time Garber scored was the 10-16 mark of the second quarter.
Okay. It's been a while.
Yep, early second quarter. See if Mark Bishop might be able to break one. Of course,
you're not going to kick it to him, more than likely.
No. Ford Smith, he's smart enough to know that. Low line drive.
Good idea.
Very low line drive, but a good roll, and it's going to die at the 28, and that is where Garber will take over, first down and 10. So first down and 10, 28-yard line, 4.5 minutes to play. We talk about the fact that Covington Douglas has, had the upper hand in this series recently, but I think coming into this ball game, Garber, the talent they have and the experience and, ranked number 1 in Mark's poll that he puts together, I think a lot of people thought Garber would win this ball game, but Covington Douglas has shown a lot here tonight.
Didn't we have a couple people pick Covington?
I think we did. Mark did. I think Mark did, didn't he?
Mark did and Jake did, I think. Didn't he?
Yeah, I think Jake did too because, I didn't pick it, but of course.
Uh-oh, we got a cramp.
Oh. First time we've seen that tonight. Coach Harmon went Garber, which of course you would expect that. He's maroon through and through. Who had the carry right there? I got to thinking about the action. Elix Chester with the carry. He'll pick up 8. I got into my conversation with you and forgot there was a game going on. Elix Chester, let me figure out his numbers here. Oh, Ramirez with the carry. Got it. Okay. Yep, I'm on the wrong team here. That last carry for 8 yards was Domingo Ramirez. The other 7. So he'll pick up 8. That brings up second down and 2.
You can bring them both up.
Ball resting at the 36-yard line. Clock's going to roll under 4 minutes to play. Play clock down to 5, which Garber needs to move with a little more dispatch. Direct snap, Ramirez to the 40-yard line, first down. Stop the clock while they move the chains. Tackle made by Justice Halcomb. Gain of 4. First down and 10. Now Garber, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining, so Garber does have 3 to burn here. Stop the clock. Empty the backfield.
I'll start.
Oh, move them back 5. Back to the 35-yard line. Garber can score, and they don't burn any of these timeouts, and there's a minute or 2 left in the clock. They wouldn't necessarily have to onside kick. They could possibly try to kick deep and get a stop with the 3 timeouts, but that's a long way from happening right now. Howry has time. Nobody open, and he'll hustle across the 40-yard line and stop the clock by stepping out of bounds at the 42. Gain of 7. So the clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Play clock down to 1. That's delay a game. Heard they call the timeout. Delay a game. Boy, that play clock got down to 1 second. They got the snap off, but it was just a second late. So 5 more yards back. And it's second down and 13. Covington Douglas trying to stay away from giving up the big play. That ball's caught.
Clock's going to run.
Domingo Ramirez with a short gain from the 37 to the 44. Gain of 7.
Garber needs to have a little more of a sense of urgency here. I mean, you're getting down under 3 minutes and a lot of walking going on.
Yep.
I know you want to get the play in and get it right, but.
And you can tell that Brett Howry, he's trying to hurry up his teammates a little bit, get the play in quicker. Near side ball caught. Stepping out of bounds is the big tight end, Seth Smith.
It's actually not. If he knew he couldn't get the first down, that's actually the right thing to do so you can stop the clock.
Yep. 48-yard line, picking up 4. For Smith, it's his 3rd catch of the night. So here's 4th down and 3. Now, here's your ball game. Boy, nobody's open.
To run it.
Howry ball is caught. First down. Mark Bishop, big catch.
Good decision. I mean, Howry could have ran it, but good decision.
Gain of 12. That'll be enough to move the chains. Clock rolling, 2.5 to play. Empty the backfield. 2 wide to the right, tied into the right side, and the wide out to the left. Clock is rolling, 2:15 to play, 5 on the play clock. Howry, here comes the rush, dumps it out, incomplete.
It's not a bad decision, though.
Fastball's incomplete.
Brings up second down and 10. Garber still has 3 timeouts remaining. They've not burned one yet. Boy, how about that score? Regent Prep 40, Liberty 37.
That's a tight
in the
one.
fourth quarter.
How about that one? Choctaw 42, Piedmont 34.
Wow, I had Piedmont in that game.
Del City just hammered Collinsville, 54-3.
Crazy. Second down and 10. Ball caught, stepping out of the tackle. Some running room now. for Domingo Ramirez. First down to stop the clock. Did he get out of bounds?
Go out of bounds. You got to be smarter than that because the clock's going to go.
Down to the 22. It's a gain of 19.
Now the clock will run.
Ramirez has 6 catches tonight. 1:52 to play. Left side. There's Domingo Ramirez again, and once again he stays in bounds.
They are stopping the clock with the first down, but they need to get to the line of scrimmage quicker and get a play going faster. I mean, you've got 3 timeouts, so
12-yard completion. Howery looking. Boy, nobody's open.
He had him in the back.
Threw it away. And I tell you, who got open, but it was
84.
Yep. Seth Smith was waving. He wanted the football there between the hash marks and the end zone. Clock stops, 1:27 to play. It's second down and 10.
Beggs, 31, Community Christian, 14. Was another one of our pick'em games.
Had Beggs in that one.
Beggs having a great year.
They are. After last year's losing season, that's incomplete.
They've got some local flair there with Sean Tennyson, who used to be at Wacomas, and Coach Bookout.
Is it Blizz?
Bookout.
Okay.
That was at Garber and went to down at Caddo with Harmon. He's over there at Beggs now.
Third down and 10. Ball caught. Trying to get out of bounds was Ramirez. Did he get out? He did.
They called a timeout.
So it'll be 4th down and 4. The ball at the 5, so a gain of 6.
Timeout called by the Wolverines.
Timeout on the field. 1:17 to play. We'll take a quick break and come right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Here is play number 12 of the drive, and now Covington Douglas will call a timeout. It's 4th down and 3. Garber inside the Covington Douglas 10-yard line, and we'll take another break here, pay another bill. 1:17 to play, 24-12, Covington Douglas. You're watching the Game of the Week on Skordle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
4th down and 3. Garber can get a first down inside the 1.
This is the game here, folks.
Yep.
If they could kill the lights.
Got a car over there across the way, as you see there, that the headlights are on. There we go.
He should turn them back on real quick.
Howry to his right, back right corner of the end zone, ball caught, touchdown. Seth Smith. 5-yard touchdown hookup from Howry to Seth Smith. And for Seth, it's his 4th catch of the night. It's his 2nd touchdown of the season. 2nd touchdown reception. So now 24-18, big 2-point conversion here, because if they could get the ball back, a touchdown would win it for them.
Yeah, we're in that same power play to the right side. If I'm Domingo, I'm cutting it back to the left. Oh, he did it anyway, right off the bat.
They get in for 2. 1:09 to play in the ball game, 24-20. We'll take a break and be right back. We're not done yet. Don't touch that dial. You're watching it on Skordle.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our community.
Garber scored in a 12-play, 72-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock, and it was Brett Howry, his 8th touchdown pass of the season to Seth Smith. 2-point conversion run by Ramirez makes it 24-20. And now an onside kick attempt by Garber. If they can get the ball back, they might have a shot. If Covington Douglas covers, Garber has 2 timeouts left, and Covington Douglas can pretty much run the clock out. Nicholas Nahara will kick it. Bouncing left side, took a high bounce and covered. Ford Smith. Put your quarterback in there with his hands to make that play. The ball went right to him. So now Covington Douglas.
Hey, hold on. Camera went off.
Covington Douglas will take over 1st down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stick around after the ball game. Might have a couple of post-game interviews for you.
That was strange. Camera went off.
So Garber has 2 timeouts left, 1:08 to play. They could possibly get the ball back with a few seconds left. Smith up the middle. And that will run off some precious time. Garber burns the timeout. Smith gains about 6 or so on the play. So now Ford Smith, 20 carries, 95 yards rushing. With 1:02, the clock is stopped. We'll go ahead and keep this one right here. Remind everybody that you're looking for our schedule next week, as we'll try to figure out what a good game of the week is. And also don't forget our Pick'em show that we record every week. When does that go live? 5 o'clock on Thursday?
5 o'clock every Thursday.
5 o'clock on Thursday. We have a lot of fun with that one, myself and Mark Rogers and Jake Dieselhorst, and then have a special guest every week. Last week it was Coach Mark Harmon. Our post-game show coming up, brought to you by Brahms, so stick around for that. Smith to the near side, and he will dive just shy of the first down. Garber will burn their last time out with 56 seconds to play. Ramirez with the stop. A gain on the play of about 3. Give him 4 to the 42. So what you're going to have here is a snap to Ford Smith. And if he can dive for about a half a yard, this ball game is over.
Just really impressed with Covington. Love the adjustments. Early on in this game, it looked like offense was going to be tough for Covington, but they have really made some impressive adjustments. Moved the ball really well the second half.
Stick around for the post-game show, brought to you by Brahms across Oklahoma. Whether Brahms is your stop for a burger and ice cream or your weekly trip for groceries from the fresh market, Brahms is proud to be a part of your family's tradition. Brahms, farm fresh for over 50 years. They will measure this one. It's close. I don't think he has it.
Yeah, like you said, I think he's short.
I had me a California Chipotle burger this week, which I just love at Brahms. Guacamole, cheese, that beef patty. My mouth is watering. I haven't had dinner yet, so I think I might.
You might want to stop at Brahms on the way back into town.
I will stop at Brahms because it will be open late on a Friday night. For all you hungry football fans, Brahms is open late. So, third down and less than a yard. 56 seconds to play. This ball's in Ford Smith's hands. Oh, and there's 5 yards. Oh, you don't want to do that.
It's going to be a false start, yeah.
Yeah, Braden Thayer jumped early. So now third down and less than a yard turns into 3rd and 5.5.
Well, that's about the last thing you want to do.
That's the last thing you want to do, exactly.
But now Garber doesn't have a timeout left, right?
They don't. There might be a few seconds here. They might be able to get the ball back for a few seconds. Maybe 10.
Well, if you're Covington, you just, run it, let the clock tick.
Try to run as much time off that clock as possible right here. So there you go to the near side. Smith,
run.
First down. He got it. Ball game. Needed 5.5. He got about 7. That's a big 8-yard pickup right there, and that puts him over 100 yards rushing for the night. And that will give the big W to the home team in this big War on 74 rivalry. Clock is rolling, 34 seconds to play. They can take one knee and be done with it on the near sideline. Coaching staff hugging each other. They knew how big this ball game was. Doesn't mean anything in district play, but this is a rivalry and a momentum game right here going in to district play. Covington Douglas with the win. And the difference, a couple of made 2-point conversions back in that first half. Fun ball game. Covington Douglas goes to 4-0 on the season. Garber will fall to 4-1. Next week, Garber takes the week off before they host Pioneer in 2 weeks, and they go to Pond Creek Hunter, host Turpin, big game at Laverne in week 9, and then at OBA in week 10. For Covington Douglas, they will be on the road at Canton next week. They host Wacomas in a couple of weeks. They go to Cherokee, host Coyle, host Davenport, and wrap up the season at Olive. And I guarantee you both these teams will be in that playoff mix as we get on down the road. We'll take a break. Post-game show is coming up. It's brought to you by Brahms. Hungry, head to Brahms after the game for the bacon cheeseburger and milkshake. It's made with Brahms A2 fresh milk, and it is delicious. Back after this.
Brahms Banana Fudge Sundae gives a whole new meaning to decadent taste. 2 creamy scoops of premium vanilla ice cream overflowing with delicious hot fudge, and fresh slices of banana to create the perfect balance between the fruity banana flavor and rich hot fudge. Treat yourself to a banana fudge sundae at Brahms, where every spoonful is pure bliss.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Stream like the pros with Skordle Live. Find out more at skordle.com/stream.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Enabling local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried food basics, and even local products, we will exceed your expectations with competitive pricing and excellent service.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
It is the Brahms post-game show as we wrap up a big win for the Covington Douglas Wildcats. They knock off Garber tonight 24-20. We're joined by Covington Douglas head coach Brian Smith. And, Coach, first of all, this is one of those ball games. It's not a district game, but these kids all know each other. So it's big. Not a whole lot of room between two teams in eastern Garfield County. This is one you'll hang your hat on for a while.
It is. I mean, it's something that this is a big game to me, and I think I've impressed it upon the kids, and they know how to handle it too. It's an emotional game. It's one that, means nothing, like you said, for the playoff run or whatever else, but it means something as far as momentum.
Yep. I'm
super proud of these kids, down and not really playing very well in the first half, and then, boy, we responded and got going, and then we just controlled the game.
One thing I thought you did well was, ball control and long drives, those long touchdown drives. The first one, 14 plays, 70 yards, 5.5 minutes. Then in the second half, you had the 8-play, 42-yard drive and the 9-play, 80-yard drive. I thought you guys did a good job of controlling tempo and controlling the pace of this ball game because you had the football so much.
Yeah, I mean, we pride in that. We go no huddle, but we don't have to go fast. That first drive, I was just telling Adam there before I got on the radio, that first scoring drive, I was kind of having to pull every little rabbit out of my hat, and we scored on it. But I told Coach Kaiser and Coach Boyd that it sure took us a lot of work. It kind of worried me. Second half, I thought we got a little nasty and ran the football, and it's a testament to these guys. Camden has played very little in the backfield.
Yeah.
He comes in there and busts a long one. Ford, he's one missed tackle away from going to the house. Both of these guys are. So explosive players are fun to coach. They're easy to coach.
Talk about how well each team knows each other, because you do play them every year, and your guys been playing for 4 years. A lot of their guys been playing for 4 years. Very familiar with each other.
Very, and probably know them too well, and that makes it even emotional. I love Jackson Weidling, but I hate him on the field.
Yeah.
But I'm walking away from this, and I'll just go hug him right now. I love the kid, but on the football field, we're jerks, they're jerks, and we all just want to play and win. It's a competitive game. It's a lot of fun, and now I hope we can all go and shake hands, and there's no hard feelings. I love Coy Hughes to death, but I want to beat his tail. Sorry, when I can. So anyway.
No turnovers in the season coming into this ball game. You had the one muffed punt, but other than that, you took care of it.
Yeah, Camden, he knows he made a mistake there, but you know what? I bet he's better because of it later. And I love the fact that we're not turning the ball over. We're going to win a lot of games when you're doing that.
So now, let's see. You had your week off last week, and we go right into district play.
We got one more non-district. We got Canton.
Oh, Canton's a non-district game. Yes. Okay, so you've got that extra non-district game. Mm-hmm. Talk about keeping your kids focused on down the stretch here, because I think you guys, and also I want to mention the fact that with the split up in Class B, there's 2 gold balls out there this year. Yeah. And that's huge.
And these 2 teams could win both of them.
Yes, I said that in the game.
But I don't think if these guys can't stay focused on what's in front of them after a win like that and what we got ahead of them, then we got problems as a football team. Because, I think it's one of those deals that you can look down the road and have the eye on the prize, but you have to get there and what you have to do to get there. So super pumped with our leadership. You talk about a week of practice that we had. We got after it, and it was a lot of fun.
Listen, who do you want to talk to first back here? Give it to the quarterback, Ford Smith. Big night for Ford tonight. 22 carries, 107 yards rushing. Threw the ball 9 of 18 for 71 yards, but you took control of this ball game. And how big of this rivalry game, how big of a win is this for you?
It's a huge win. I grew up playing against all these kids in every sport I play, and some of them I can call friends. But like my dad said, on the field, you don't like each other. And I'm jawing at people, they're jawing back at me. This is how football is, but it means everything. You struggle with one on your schedule coming into the year, every year.
It got a little chippy out there, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it always is. This kind of game, it's a big rivalry.
Talk about you've had their number. You guys have won 5 of 6 in this series, and does that feel pretty good that you guys will get out of here, both seniors,
Oh, yeah.
Having won most of those ball games?
Oh yeah, it's something you can brag on your whole life because like I said, we're friends, Garber players, and probably talk to him down the road. But I mean, it's something you can definitely take with you.
Tell me what it's like as you are a senior, been doing it for a long time playing for your daddy.
I mean, I definitely get the biggest butt chewing out of everybody. Some people might not think that, but I mean, it only makes you better and prepares you for games like this.
Let's go ahead and let's get Camden here real quick.
Thank you guys.
Big ball game for you, including that big run late to kind of put this ball game away. And let's just ask you what your take as a senior, getting a chance to beat Garber again.
Man, it's just knowing the group we lost last year with Derek and Gavin and all those other guys. Someone had to step up, and my number was called. Justice Halcomb, he's really improving this year as a sophomore. He's I definitely think he's got potential. It's different. Being in the game is a lot different than being in the game for 5-6 snaps every quarter or whatever it may be. So it's definitely a different ballgame.
Talk a little bit about your underclassmen teammates and the leadership this senior class brings. Is that very important? Is that a big deal?
I definitely think that the sophomore, junior, and freshman class definitely really pick up on what we do. They're very coachable and are very willing to listen to all us older guys and really kind of help them. I definitely think it's important. I mean, I strongly believe that they're going to have success down the road, and I hope the best for them. I'll be here. I got a senior brother this year.
Yeah.
Or next year, I apologize. And I'll be here every game. Can't wait.
District play starts in a couple of weeks. Just really quickly talk about how important that is, because this is a big ball game, but in the big picture, it's not a district game. It's a great momentum game and a great game to keep you undefeated as you roll on. But district play in 2 weeks is where it really counts.
I definitely think that tonight's win really gives our team a boost of confidence, knowing that they're a really good Big B team.
I mean, you beat the number one team in Class B according to the Skordle poll. So.
Absolutely, and I think that they really were a good team. They're talented. They got potential. I think we do too. I think rolling into next couple weeks, we really need to stay focused, more locked in, and really get our mind on the right path.
Well, looking forward to seeing what you guys can do on down the road, and I hope we get a chance to get back and call a few more of your ball games down the stretch.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Ford Smith and Camden Thayer, and of course, Coach Brian Smith as well. Once again, final score 24-20. Big win for the Covington Douglas Wildcats as they go to 4-0 on the season, and Garber will fall to 4-1. For the Skordle crew tonight, Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, Kelton Benningfield on camera, on camera, and Tyler Kerr, our producer engineer. We'll see where we will be next week. Check your Facebook page on Skordle. We'll tell you what's going on. But once again, our post-game show brought to you by Brahms. I'm going to check out Brahms on my way home tonight. Once again, 24-20 Covington Douglas over Garber. Good night, everybody, from Fabian Field in Covington.